As the long summer months stretch ahead of us, it's easy to run out of ideas and money for fun things to do with the family. Well, Kyle Taylor from the Penny Hoarder is back with 6 great ways to have fun. And best of all of your ideas are free.
They are. It's summer. It doesn't mean you have to spend a ton of money, though.
I'll say it's a good reminder to hear that, because some things can be kind of intimidating when you look at the price tag.
It can, but I think you're going to like these. So the first couple are for the kids.
I would say, and you know what's interesting? I love the first ideas because you worry sometimes about your kids getting away from school and you want to keep them up on the education, and that's where your tips fall in.
I know. If they're still playing video games, it's July. It's like time to switch it up.
Good tip.
So the first one I recommend is to join the Barnes & Noble Summer Reading Program. And the way it works is if you read 10 books this summer, they will give you a free one.
Nice.
So it doesn't cost you anything, and you're getting something free out of it.
And it's giving them something to do.
Exactly.
Read. And I was going to say, there's also another one that actually TD Bank is behind.
Yeah, this one's not just free. You can make some money from this.
Oh.
So this is again for the kids. If you read 8 books this summer, they will put $10 in a youth savings account for you.
That's awesome.
How great is that?
That is great. So definitely some motivation to read. Now, what about some motivation to hang out maybe with your adult friends? I know you've got some ideas that are some rather fun ideas.
Yeah, so one idea I love doing is meal swapping. So get a group of friends together. This especially works well if you live nearby, and have everybody make one part of the meal, and then throughout the night you travel to everyone's house. So you want to try to sign up for cocktail hour. That's the easiest.
Good tip.
But if you miss that, maybe you do desserts or you do appetizers, and that way you're not cooking all day. It doesn't put that much pressure on one person or that much money to have to prepare an entire meal for a group of friends.
I've actually done a porch crawl thing like this, and I gotta say it's really fun just to see the different houses, and so you're incorporating that same thing.
It is. So much of hanging out with your friends is changing up the environment too, so I find that it keeps the evening really fresh.
Well, talking about meal swapping, how about house swapping? Cue a scene from The Holiday like we were just talking about with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz. That's what this next idea reminded me of.
I love this. We have a lot of readers that do this. So if you have friends that are out of state, maybe they live somewhere beautiful this time of year, swap houses for the week. And that way, neither of you are paying for a hotel, but you're getting a free place to stay. You don't get to see your friends, but you get to spend a week in an entirely new environment.
And I'm assuming, too, if it's like far, you can swap vehicles, cars. I mean, the list could go on and on. This could be really a fun idea.
Yeah, absolutely. All you have to pay for is the airfare or driving to get there.
And so really, you do say people do this and good experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you want to do it with somebody you trust, right?
Yes.
So you're not doing this with a stranger online.
Which that's what happens in the movies, a stranger. So you're saying take it a step further and go with people you trust.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of people you trust and people you maybe want to share a tent with, how about some camping ideas?
Yeah, so we have a lot of camping here in Florida, but if you don't want to load up the car and get all the supplies, a really free way to do it is just to pitch a tent in the backyard. If you've got a fire pit, maybe make some s'mores. This can be fun for kids or adults, but it's a nice fun way to just feel like you're taking a little mini break and getting out of the house for a bit.
Well, and maybe it's a little better too for the kids, because I mean it's not as intimidating as sleeping away. The house is closed, or maybe for weather. Quick rainstorm, you can always run inside, right?
That's right. I'm not much of a camper, but I do like the camping food, right? That's the best part.
Nice. I like the way you camp. I think we'd get along.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and along the same lines of camping, say you do any other ways to kind of celebrate the outdoors during the summer months? Free ways?
Yeah, there are a lot of places in the Tampa Bay area that offer free movies. So Cinema Blend and St. Pete's are one of those. Again, this is something fun for kids or adults. They're outdoors, you take a blanket, and you get to watch a free movie in the park.
I was going to say, these are great ideas, and I know these are probably just a few. What are some of the other things that you do notice on the Penny Hoarder that people are doing? I'm assuming they share some ideas. Any other ones that you can share, or some ones that are really successful from this list?
Oh my gosh, well, we have thousands of inspirational stories on the Penny Hoarder of things that people are doing to make or save extra money. There's lots of free activities. I think one of my favorite stories from this month has been, we found somebody that cricket farms in their backyard, and they sell crickets to the local pet store, and they've made over $10,000 doing this.
Wait, whoa, $10,000?
Isn't that insane?
Over crickets.
Over crickets.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, you never know what stories you're going to bring from the Penny Hoarder. Thank you.
We like the weird ones.
Hey, Kyle, great. Come back and share more of those weird stories, okay?
I'd love to. Thank you.
Appreciate your time.